After thy father and Hash 27's house, wherefore hast thou stolen my gods? And Jacob answered and said to Laban, Because I was afraid, for I said, Peradventure thou wouldest take by force thy daughters from me. With whomsoever thou findest thy gods, let him not live. Before our brethren discern thou what thine with me, and take to thee. For Jacob knew not that Rachel had stolen them. And Laban went into Jacob and Hash 27's tent, and into Leah and Hash 27's tent, and into the two maidservants and Hash 27 tents, but he found not. Then went he out of Leah and Hash 27's tent, and entered into Rachel and Hash 27's tent. Now Rachel had taken the images, and put them in the camel and Hash 27's furniture, and sat upon them. And Laban searched all the tent, but found not. And she said to her father, Let it not displease my lord that I cannot rise up before thee, for the custom of women upon me. And he searched, but found not the images. And Jacob was wroth, and chode with Laban. And Jacob answered and said to Laban, What my trespass? What my sin, that thou hast so hotly pursued after me? Whereas thou hast searched all my stuff, what hast thou found of all thy household stuff? Set here before my brethren and thy brethren, that they may judge betwixt us both. This 20 years I with thee, thy ewes and thy she-goats have not cast their young, and the rams of thy flock have I not eaten. That which was torn I brought not unto thee, I bear the loss of it, of my hand didst thou require it, stolen by day, or stolen by night. I was, in the day the drought consumed me, and the frost by night, and my sleep departed from mine eyes. Thus have I been 20 years in thy house, I served thee 14 years for thy 2 daughters, and 6 years for thy cattle, and thou hast changed my wages 10 times. Except the God of my father, the God of Abraham, and the fear of Isaac, had been with me, surely thou hadst sent me away now empty. God hath seen mine affliction and the labor of my hands, and rebuked yesternight. And Laban answered and said unto Jacob, Daughters my daughters, and children my children, and cattle my cattle, and all that thou sayest mine, and what can I do this day unto these my daughters, or unto their children which they have borne? Now therefore come thou, let us make a covenant, I and thou, and let it be for a witness between me and thee. And Jacob took a stone, and set it up a pillar. And Jacob said unto his brethren, Gather stones, and they took stones, and made an heap, and they did eat there upon the heap. And Laban called it Jegarsahadutha, but Jacob called it Galeed, and Laban said, This heap a witness between me and thee this day. Therefore was the name of it called Galeed, and Mizpah, for he said, The Lord watch between me and thee, when we are absent one from another. If thou shalt afflict my daughters, or if thou shalt take wives beside my daughters, no man with us, see, God witness betwixt me and thee. And Laban said to Jacob, Behold this heap, and behold pillar, which I have cast betwixt me and thee, this heap witness, and pillar witness, that I will not pass over this heap to thee, and that thou shalt not pass over this heap and this pillar unto me, for harm. The God of Abraham, and the God of Nahor, the God of their father, judge betwixt us. And Jacob sware by the fear of his father Isaac. Then Jacob offered sacrifice upon the mount, and called his brethren to eat bread, and they did eat bread, and tarried all night in the mount. And early in the morning Laban rose up, and kissed his sons and his daughters, and blessed them, and Laban departed, and returned unto his place. This content was provided by angelotricarico.com. Subscribe to the channel for more stories.